Why would I deal with somebody or deal with people who make me feel less than when I can do that by myself? Or better yet, I can be happy by myself. Why would I feel alone and I have somebody when I can be alone by myself in its entirety and be happy? Like, hey Simply Crew, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tay, if you don't already know. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that bell so you're notified every time I post. That way you stay in the loop with me and the family, okay? Cool. So today I just want to do like a little sit down chit chat, get ready with me while I do my makeup. I mean, I really ain't got nothing planned for today. I just really feel like doing my makeup and I want to do it with you guys while also answering some of the questions that you guys asked me on like Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, we about to basically get into that because I'm just chilling out with the fam. Like I said, y'all is the family now. And 2 videos ago I was like, we on a journey together. We dead ass on a journey together. So let's get into it. Okay, so in the likes of everything, this is just a little sidebar tangent. I have just really been feeling like I'm in limbo lately. This like, it took me so freaking long to do this video and I'm recording on Sunday the 29th. So shit, hopefully this junk up by tomorrow. But if not, just know y'all gonna get this junk this week, baby, because your girl just been stressed. I ain't even gonna lie, your girl been stressed. Only because I'm trying to find a way to balance everything with work and then trying to create a decent schedule to do my content, but my job hours be all over the place. So it's kind of hard at the moment, but your girl figuring it out. We gonna get it together. Oh, and just to let y'all know, I'm just molding my brows right now with a little brow wax that I'm using. And that's what's really taking place at this particular moment. But yeah, so just been trying to figure out how to get everything balanced with each other for the most part. And oh baby, please still excuse that window in the back, cause your girl, like I said, I be at work, child, so I be tired. And when I get home, I'll be thinking about freaking hanging up no curtains. Baby, them things still in the dryer. Stop playing, cause who? That's why I need a man. But anyway, yeah, your girl just been all over the place. One, because like I said, trying to find out a decent schedule for everything. And 2, because nobody warned me about the mental humps you would basically have to get over when becoming a creator. Because as somebody who is shy, it's kind of hard always picking up a camera, even though I love it. Like, don't get me wrong, I love this a lot, but it's hard. And nobody warned me about that. Like the getting comfortable with the uncomfortables, basically. Because it's like, okay, before getting on camera, I be dreading it. I'm not even gonna lie. I be like, ooh, child, I really don't know what to say, how to position myself, what to do, da da da. But it's like, once I get on here, as y'all see now, it just, I don't know, it comes natural. So girl, it's just a little tangent about getting out my own way, basically, because your girl just be tripping, honestly. Overthinking and tripping. That's what I be doing. But yeah, so basically I want to say like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had put on like Facebook and Instagram where people can ask me anything that they wanted to know, and I would answer it on this video. And I got a couple responses, so I'm gonna just go down the line. And if you see me looking down, that's because I'm looking at my other phone, because that's where I type the questions in it. So the first question that I ended up getting was, how are you feeling mentally and emotionally? So as of right now, mentally, I would say I'm in a good headspace. Even though I'm a little bit confused, only because of what I told y'all earlier, the trying to find a balance and all that good stuff. But you know, that just comes with the territory of starting something new anyway. But mentally, overall, I've been happy. I've been feeling great. You know, my new year did start up slow, and I did have to, like, I would say, cut some old habits off this month, because some old things was trying to creep its way back into my life that wasn't serving me in my purpose. But since making those crucial decisions, like, for good, and actually basically actually sticking to it and really feeling it in my spirit that it's over with and done, I would say I'm in a pretty good headspace. Like, shoot, I really cannot complain about anything if you think about it. I got my house, my bills are paid, you know, I'm living and breathing, seeing another day. So life's been good. I can't even lie. It really has. And y'all know how I do my brows. I already told y'all this in the last video. I overline, and you already know why. If you haven't watched that last makeup tutorial, you'll get it then if you new here or if you just didn't catch that video. But yeah, like I said, I've been good mentally. Can't complain at all. Emotionally, I would say I've been the same. I've been pretty good. Now, like I said, I had a little staggering point this month, and yeah, that's why I was pretty much saying, like, my new year just been off to a slow start, because I just had to really just straighten things out with a couple of situations and really dead those situations, or I was basically going to be repeating my 2022 all over again this year, and I didn't want to do that. So since those things are out the way, I can honestly say, like, hey, I feel great. Now, another thing I can say, you know, with the weights of everything being the new year and people making their resolutions and doing their goal plannings and everything, I can say I've been feeling kind of confused about that. And that's another reason my new year has been taken out to a slow start, because like I said, one, trying to get everything in line to line up with my job and my content creation. Also, while thinking of other things I could do, because eventually I want to get out of the corporate world. So thinking of all those things and, you know, just having it all compounded on one, and I'm constantly thinking about these things, I do get kind of overwhelmed. But I'm not letting it bother me. So I tend to tell myself to go with the pace of things, and it's not a race, it's a marathon, basically. Because that's my problem. I get into these moments and I get to thinking everything needs to happen like boom, boom, boom. And life don't work like that. So I have to take myself back down to reality and realize that all over again at times. Because if not, I would have myself freaking stressed out by trying to constantly do this, do that, and do this, there, and the other. But that also comes from us living in a society that we live in, where it's always pushed down our throats to grind, 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 and not really think about your mental or your peace. And that's what I've been trying to do more. Think about my mental. Because if you don't, that ain't gonna be good for you. And now I'm just about to clean up the brows. So yeah, cause right now I look crazy. But let me get that. Blotch some of that off. But yeah, that's how I've been basically feeling overall. And I know everything gonna fall into place as long as I stay the course. And that's basically what I've been trying to do. Just stay the course. That's really all I can do too, if I be completely honest. Because there's no point in rushing. Because when you rush, things never go well. And also, drop in the comment box how y'all been feeling. Because I really want to know. Like, right now, I have my few little commenters. But baby, if y'all don't talk to me, I know some. I'ma come find you. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, don't be shy. I don't bite. Talk in these comments, child. And let me know how y'all been doing mentally and emotionally. Now, the only thing, and y'all know how I feel about doing brows, because baby, this is a process for me. And I can't even lie, these be irritating me sometimes. Cause it be certain ways I like my stuff, man, and sometimes it don't be seeming like it's trying to do that. But I got something for that though. Yep, they look straight, they look good. But yeah, now the second question, as I said, I gotta go back to my other phone. The second question that I got asked. So yeah, second question I got asked was, what basically made me get into content creation? So to dive a little into this, because I do plan on making this a full-fledged video later on down the line, as I'm documenting my content creation journey. Basically, the main thing what made me get into content creation is the fact that I was already passionate about it. Like, I've been into YouTube and overall content creation since the age of 9, because in school I was always a big techie girl. Like, I like working with Photoshop and, you know, creating collages, flyers, overall working in IT class, doing PowerPoints and Excel and all that good stuff. And that's around the time I pretty much started seeing about YouTube as well. Like, elementary and middle school days, that's when, you know, YouTube was really starting to pop, in my sense, from what I saw. And basically it's just the fact of you can literally get paid to be yourself and do what you love and advertise to millions of people things that you really take pride and joy in. And to me, that is something I've always wanted to do. Now, if anybody who's one of my viewers who went to school with me, or, you know, just know me from any of the in and out places like after school activities, or just little odd things that I used to do. Not odd as in weird, but you know, the odd and end things. They would know like beauty and tech was one of the things that I was really proud about. So once I turned like 12, I started seeing people were making beauty content, and that's basically what helped me drive and further my skills with makeup as well. Watching those beauty influencers such as, who's one I could name? Jackie Aina. It's another one, but that's the only one I can name off the top of my head. I've been watching since I was younger. But yeah, so watching them, it basically always put it in the forefront of my mind, like, hey, I want to do that. I want to get paid to display my personality, and I want to, you know, just do what I really love, which is makeup and making videos and working with digital art. So being an influencer, it just combines all those things in one. So I'm like, hey, this is, girl, the little fluff in my ear. But I'm like, hey, so this will be something that I'm actually, you know, interested in. And also, this will be something that I love to do. And it's already combining two of the main things that I love to do, which is digital art and beauty. So it's just putting the two worlds together. So that's kind of what drove the passion. Now, back in 2017, I basically made my first YouTube video. I know y'all can't see it, but yeah, I made my first YouTube video. And that's around the time I really started trying to like pursue it. But due to circumstances and like the things that I was saying at the beginning of the video, people influencing, you know, what you really want to do, I didn't pursue it the way I should have, and it ended up going on the back burner. And honestly, I think about that every day, and I just say to myself, like, dang, if I really, you know, if I really stuck with it at that time, I would be so much further along instead of just starting now. But one thing I can say, I put too much. One thing I can say though is that even though I'm starting late, it's kind of okay because I got a lot of information that I currently need. For one, because if I would have started back then, I wouldn't know half of the stuff that I know now. And then two, and y'all, I'm just mixing primers, so bear with me, because they do a little effect that I like together, so that's why I'm doing that. But yeah, so I got information that I didn't have at the time of me being 17. And then two, a lot of people that were in my life at that time who hindered me from really pursuing my influencing career are not in my life anymore. I don't have those negative Nancy's basically telling me this, that, and the third, or I should do this, that, and the third in my life anymore. And now I feel that I'm better able to just overall roll with my purpose. And I mean, I still have some people in my life that try to basically influence my decisions. But with me being older, I can politely say, hey, that's not what I want to do, and I'm not going to do that, or I just don't even pay them no mind. Unlike when I was 17, it's like, hey, either I'm living with you or you taking care of me at this point, so I basically have to do what you say. I don't have any of that now. I freaking got my own house, pay my own bills, and I buy my own food. So yeah, I would say if right now, I would say right now is literally the best time for me to start what I want to really do with myself while working. And you know, I am working, so it does make the journey a little hard, but overall it's ways around that. And once all the ducks fall in its row, I'll be able to really thrive and fulfill what I got planned, because I do have some big plans, and I'm just letting things run its course and take its time, because as I said, it's not a race, it's a marathon. And that's why I'm just going with everything, while also putting in my half of the work, while letting God and the universe take care of the rest. Because you're not going to get anything if you're not putting anything out. Remember that. But yeah, that's basically why I got into content creation. And I will have a more in-depth video about that later on. But that's just a little tidbit of that so far. Now, third question was, and this one stuck out to me because it was like a very personal, but also like, I wonder what made them ask me that type question. But third question is, what was the biggest lesson you learned in 2023? I mean 2022, my bad. 2022. And honestly, I can say the biggest lesson for me in 2022 was to basically watch who I allow in my circle, and also watch how much I'm giving compared to how much they're giving to me. And also, to add to that, the biggest lesson that I learned was to basically appreciate every day like it's your last. Because as we all know, from 2020 to 2022, we had the whole little C-19 situation, and people were really dropping out of here like flies. So it just showed me to appreciate every day, and also don't overdo it with a lot of people, and to really take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of you, nobody's going to take care of you. You literally are you got. And 2022 showed me that. So with that being said, I had to really come the end of the year, and you know, a little bit before then, I had to really make crucial decisions about some of the people that were in my life, and really just sit down and think about, hey, what value is this person added to you, or what benefit is this person giving you, while you're over here putting your foot in everything that you do. Basically meaning you doing more for them than what they're doing for you. And I had to really realize that. And a lot of folks didn't come into 2023 with me. So I had to take note of that and cut those people off, because it's just like, I had seen a post a little while ago that basically was saying, I love that bond and I really wanted it, but you no longer serving me, so you can go in peace. And I felt that, because every day, or every so often, we don't realize with certain people how much we overly putting into them and they're not adding value back. And to know that somebody is here stealing your energy and you keeping them around, you doing yourself a disservice. Because it's like, you should love on the people who love on you, and you should invest into the people who invest into you. And if you don't have that out of certain people, they gotta go. Because who wants one-sided relationships, and who wants basically half-ass treatment? I'ma just have to say it like cutthroatish. Who wants half-ass treatment? It's like, why would I deal with somebody or deal with people who make me feel less than, when I can do that by myself? Or better yet, I can be happy by myself. Why would I feel alone and I have somebody, when I can be alone by myself in its entirety and be happy? Like, that was really the main point that I had to realize for myself. Because it's like, dang, I'm putting in all this time, energy, money, emotion into you, and I can't even get the half. And it's like, if I can't even get the half or the bare minimum, what you here for? So yeah, that was my biggest regret. Like, not holding boundaries and doing for people who ain't really doing for me. And that's why I said this year, even though I had almost a little stumbling block and reverted back to that same situation, I said this year I would not be doing that. I would not be even allowing that in my energy. And that's why I said at the beginning, I had a little staggering point at the beginning of the year with that. And I had to get that straightened out real quick, because especially if you're telling a person or voicing an opinion about a situation, and you say straight up, hey, I don't want this in my life anymore, and you trying to bring something in my life that I really do not want to allow in my field, and they still trying to push the boundary, oh, you gotta go. So you just can't get right. I'm not gonna even, as much as I want the bond, and as much as I want you, and as much as I love you, and this go for friends, family, and all, lovers, and all, as much as I really want you here, I'm not finna allow you to do that to me. And you stand on it. And as much as it hurts, as much as it's hard, as much as you don't want to, because let's be honest, cutting people off you really love, even though they do you so bad, or they don't do nothing at all and don't add no value into your life, it's hard because you really love these people, and it'll be different if you didn't. But the fact that you do, and the fact that you love them enough, and you also love yourself enough to cut them off and not allow that in your life, it's good on your end. And even though it hurts in that moment, you got so much more, like so much better coming towards you after removing them. You just don't even know it. So that'll be my biggest regret, and also, I mean, my biggest lesson. And like, also, shoot, it was a lesson that needed to be learned, and I'm glad I learned it, because as much as people hate to admit, you know, things like that happen all the time, and it's better to learn the lesson and learn from the mistake and do away with the situation, instead of waking up one day, you 30 years old, and you still dealing with the same old crap. Now that's where you know, now this is a problem, and now I need to seek real help, or I need to really go within myself to see what's wrong with me and why I keep allowing that to take place in my life. But yeah, that was literally my biggest lesson. And I'm also have another video about some of the top lessons I learned last year, because it's really a bunch of them, and I know some of you guys may be saying the same things. So that's why I want to make that into a full-length video and just reflect on those things and let you guys know that basically you're not alone. And if you're feeling that, trust, I am feeling it too, because we're human and we're growing, and I know majority of y'all probably teenage years, 16 to 18, and some of y'all are early 20s, meaning 19, 20, 21-ish, 22 and 23, just like me. So shoot, these are the growing pains we gotta go through. And just to basically have somebody reflect on that with you and give it from their point of view, I feel like it'll help somebody, because I wanted, like, shoot, I have older siblings, but I mean, we're close, but we're not close, so I don't talk to them very often. So it's just like these type of things, I wish I had a direct in-house older sibling to help me out with things like this, because shoot, I don't have it. And if you do have that, I tell you, like, utilize your older siblings, because girl, it comes in handy, especially when you feel like you can't talk to your mom, or you can't talk to your dad, or whoever, whichever adult is in your life at that moment. If you feel like you can't talk to them, talk to your siblings. Like, for real. But moving right on along, I know I did like the weirdest little thing with that concealer, but girl, look. We kind of all over the place right now, but it's gonna work out. I just had to get my situation with my brows straight. Alright. But yo, the next thing that somebody asked me was, what was my biggest regret? And honestly, I really don't know how to answer that, because what I just said about the biggest lesson, that's kind of a big regret that I have, but I wouldn't say that's my biggest regret. Let me see. I gotta think on that one. I would say my biggest regret. Okay, I got it. My biggest regret is basically giving my virginity away. And just hear me out. That's my biggest regret, because as I look back on it, nobody was ever worth me like that. And I say that because the person I gave it to, one, we're not together anymore, so that's that. And then two, it's just, once you open that floodgate and you know you give it away to somebody, you want to be sure that that person is basically going to value you the way you should be. And honestly, I can't say I've ever had a person really value me the way I should be valued. With all my relationships, I can't say that I have, and that sounds so bad. I know it sounds so bad, but that's the truth. I have not had anybody to come in my life and really value me as a woman, or even as a person that they're dating. So therefore, it's like I basically gave you my heart, time, attention, emotions, and everything for nothing. And that sucks. And that's also ties back into what I said about cutting people off and not letting them linger in your life, because that's really, that plays a big part in that too. So yeah, me losing my virginity is one of my biggest regrets, because one, that's your dignity, that's your pride, that's your self-esteem, that's your confidence, that's your vulnerability, that's your emotion, that's your essence, that's everything about you, and you're giving it to somebody. So whoever that somebody ends up being needs to real deal cherish you. And I highly suggest, like, bro, well, if you a virgin, stay a virgin. If a man ain't putting a ring on your finger, stay a virgin, because it's not worth it at all. Because nobody ever talks about the toll that takes on your mental once you give that to somebody. One, it makes you super close to that person. Like, you think about this person constantly. Emotionally, you looking at this person as if they're your long-term mate. Because with women, I mean, let's just be real now. We view sex differently than men. So it's like we can't be out here just giving that away for free at that. Because one, if he ain't marrying you, and two, if he ain't adding value to you, it's for free. You gave it away for nothing. Because what are just a couple little dates and a couple little gifts? Nothing. On the grand scale of things, that is nothing. So therefore, it's just like, if I can go back and undo that, I would. Because nobody was ever worth that part of me. Ever. And since my last recent breakup, one, I have been single almost a year, and two, come February, I would be celibate for a full year. Come February, I want to say either the 10th or it's either the 10th or the 5th. But yeah, with that being said, it's just like, nobody is worth your body if they ain't applying real pressure. If they ain't showing up for you, if they ain't showing out for you, if they ain't really showing you that, hey, I'm here and I want us to go here, and if they ain't exclusively trying to marry you, or at least let you know that y'all in that together, they ain't worth your virginity, bro. Like, at all. And honestly, even if you're not a virgin, that person ain't worth your body. Just because you're not a virgin no more don't mean that reduces your value. But shoot, you need to hold yourself at a higher standard and not constantly give that away. Because if the person ain't really doing what they need to do in terms of you, they don't deserve your body. They don't deserve nothing from you. I wouldn't even say they deserve conversation from you, because it's just like, what you here for? What are you here for? So yeah, like, start weeding out the bad from the good, and start weeding out the quality from, you know, just a little temporary, I don't want to be vulgar, but the temporary flings, I put it that way. Because it's just like, that is too great of a thing to just give to anybody. It is. It really is. And men, if he ain't really a healthy masculine man, not health as in, you know, physical health, but health as in spiritual health. If he's not a healthy masculine man, he's not really gonna be, you know, the one, basically. Because he's not even gonna understand the value of a body from a woman's standpoint. He's not going to understand the value of sex. He's not going to understand any of that. And for you to lay down with that person and they already showing you that they don't care and they don't value it, or they don't look at it the same way you do, you are basically hurting yourself. Because he done showed you what he on, and he done showed you what he want. Now if you give it to him, that's on you. That's your business. But I just say, know what you're doing. And I say keep your legs closed and weed out the good from the bad, because currently that's the motion I'm on. Because like I said, I realized nobody truly deserved my body, and nobody truly deserved my time, and nobody truly deserved anything from me. To be completely honest, they did not. So me having to heal and realize that and teach myself those lessons and find that love within myself, it's a struggle. Don't get me lying to you, it really is. But it's a struggle worth, you know, a struggle worth going through, because I don't want to keep going through the same old situations, because it ain't serving nobody. It ain't serving me, it's not serving that person, and it's not serving my mental state. So when you know better, you do better, and once you do better, you get better. So that's basically all that I want to do, get better. And yeah, and also I just want to say, like, for anybody who's going through that, like, if you in a relationship and it's toxic or anything, girl, get out. Like, it's easier said than done, but shoot, if I could do it, you could do it, especially when it's coming from a point of you really love this person. Shoot, I really love the person I was dealing with, but if it's taking a toll on you and putting you in compromised situations and all that good stuff, that's not something you need to be dealing with, because one, I had to realize that's not a man that cares, and two, I'm betraying myself for a man. So why keep betraying yourself for somebody who ain't even gonna do the half of that for you? So yeah, the point is just always have your back, because you all you got when it comes down to relationships or whatever. However, have you, boo, because at the end of the day, you all you got. And another person asked why am I single and why? Now, that's a loaded answer to that question, but I'm gonna try to give you like a brief synopsis. Yes, I'm single, and the reason I'm single is because how should I say it? The reason I'm single is because one, we grew apart. I'll say that, because the whole situation wasn't bad altogether, but it got to a point where I wasn't looking out for myself, basically. Meaning, I started taking whatever from that person just to say I got a person. And that's never good. And then also, I realized that I had situations within myself that I gotta heal. And also, I realized that he only acting the way he acting because I'm basically allowing it, because I'm not loving myself. And I got tired of being in the toxic back and forth situation, because when I look back on it, I was only going back because I was comfortable there, but I wasn't happy there. So that's another thing. Don't chase comfort, chase growth. And growth, it hurts. It's scary. It feels weird. It's odd. You know, it just makes you feel overall uncomfortable. But I had to get out of the toxic whirlpool of constantly going back to a person simply because I'm afraid. Or really, I wouldn't even say afraid, but that's basically what it is. Still, I'm afraid to, you know, let it go. And I'm constantly fighting for somebody in something that's not fighting for me. So I had to stop doing that, and I had to get to the point where I'm like, okay, either I can keep on going through the same motion of things, or I can pick myself up and go get better for myself by myself. And I also had to just understand that everybody is not meant to be in my life for a lifetime. So I had to let that situation go. Did I want to? No. Did I have to? Yes. And am I doing good because I let it go? Heck yes. I'm doing 100% way better than what I was mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Because once I let that situation go, even though, like I said at the beginning of the month, I had a little staggering point because basically it was the wolf in sheep's clothing situation. Even though I almost stumbled, at the end of the day, I realized I still made the right decision by leaving that situation. Because if I stay, I came to the notion that it's only going to get worse and worse, and I don't want to deal with that. Like, honestly, I don't want to deal with that. So if I know I don't want to deal with something, like I said, I'm not going to keep going against myself by dealing with something. And I know it's not benefiting me or serving me or even putting me in a better situation. It's just not. So, yeah, I let that go. And when God constantly show you that it's time to let a person go, I learned this too. Let them go, because the more you try to resist and fight that situation, the worse and worse and worse things are going to get. And it's just like, once a person show you time after time again who they are, believe them the first time for one. But if it's the second time, dead it at the second time. Because at that point, they done showed you who they are, what they're capable of, and how they feel. At that point, you just being beautiful. And I had to learn that, and that was a tough pill to swallow for me, because I'm like, dang, I just want to love you, and you over here just want to hurt me. So since you want to hurt me, I gotta let that ride, because like I said, a person is only going to do what you allow. And with that being said, it's like, shoot, it hurts, but I'd rather deal with me and choose me than to deal with you and take that abuse. So, yeah, if you're going through something like that, no matter if it's family, friends, or whatever, lovers, let that go, bro, because just look, like, the moment I started focusing on me, I started my YouTube channel. And I started really getting back in touch with the things that I love and that I'm passionate about, and then turn around once that happened and I'm focusing my energy somewhere else and it's a positive outlet, that person tried to pop back up. And I almost fell for it. I can't even lie. I almost did. But the fact that I didn't, that makes me even more proud of myself, because it's just like, girl, we have come too far to deal with situations like that. And the fact that that person is just constantly trying to come in your life and be on that type of timing, that lets you know what type of person they are. And misery loves company. And I don't want to be that company to your misery. I'm sorry. So it's like, I just told myself, if I gotta let you go to better me, that's what I'm gonna do. Cause I'm all I got. I don't have nobody else. I'm all I got. And I refuse to let somebody take me down through the woodworks and do me dirty. And then years down the line, I'm gonna be over here looking like Boo Boo the Fool and freaking Beetlejuice or something. And they over there living their life like, come on now. Don't do yourself like that. Have your dignity, bruh. That's all I can say. Have your dignity. But yeah. So, that was the biggest regret. Well, that is kind of also the biggest regret, my bad. But, yeah, that's basically why I'm single, because it's just things that I realize I don't want to deal with. And as much as I love a person, I can't allow myself to deal with it. And that's just dead on that. So I don't care who gotta go. You could be my mama or my grandmama. It's like, if you're doing something that goes against me and goes against the grain on me, I'm sorry, I gotta let you go. I truly do. I really gotta let you go. So, yeah. That's what that was. But yeah, so now I'm just doing my highlight. And really, after this, I'm about to get into doing my eyeshadow, and then I'll be done. But yep. And then it's just basically for 2023, I want a lot of folks to just realize that you are worth so much more than what you see in front of you. You could be thinking, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the third, and I'm not worthy of the things that I dream about. And I'm here to tell you, that is not true, because God didn't give you that dream for nothing. And the fact that you have that dream, that further lets me know He wants you to pursue your dream. And the more you go against the grain and go against your true purpose, the more unhappy you're going to be. And the more that you allow people and things into your life to deter you or take you away from your purpose, you're going to be even more unhappy, because it's going to be like, dang, you're going to wake up one day and say, if I would have just removed myself from this person or removed this situation, I would be so much farther than where I am currently. And you don't want to be the person saying that. Like, You just think about it. You on your deathbed and you holding regret because you didn't accomplish the things that were put on your heart. That's gonna be sad and miserable. So don't be afraid to let go of the people who ain't serving you and removing yourself from even jobs and places that ain't serving you. Because if it ain't serving you, it ain't making sense. Now, I ain't saying just jump out on a whim and just run out of there without having a plan set in place, but I am saying build that plan, brainstorm that plan, and do what is needed to be done so you can walk in your purpose and be happy, and also make this point on the best year and the best life that you have yet to live. Like, that's what it's all about, because at the end of the day, like I said, you are all you got. And companies, people, and things and places, they all gonna do what serves them. So why not do what serves you? Because you matter. They not letting somebody come in and mess up their situations because they feel like they matter. You need to have the same stature about yourself, because you matter. So with that being said, do what's best for you and stand on it, and forget who don't like it, because at the end of the day, you ain't doing it for them. You doing it for you. And if you are claiming you doing something for somebody, stop, because people pleasing is not gonna get you nowhere. You gonna look up and you either in a career or you done built this persona of a life and you ain't even gonna like it. So stop with the people pleasing. Stop trying to live for somebody else. Stop trying to do things for other people. Stop neglecting yourself. Just stop it, because it's not getting you nowhere. I promise you, it's really not. Now I'm just doing my liner, trying to make sure I don't mess this joint up. Cause boy, what I tell you, I always freaking mess up liner, especially this kind. Okay. Alright, that didn't turn out so bad. Okay. But yup, that's all. Just do what's best for you. That's the whole point of this video. Do what's best for you. Love on you. Look out for you. Make sure you got you. And all gonna be well. But yeah, that's all you have to do. Alright, so this is coming to an end. Looking flawless, per usual. And y'all don't judge me. I always fan down with my palette. But yeah. Oh, and speaking of, I got this from Walmart today, and it's very fucking cute. So yeah, I'm gonna be popping into this junk very soon. But with that being said, guys, so yeah, I'm just doing my lashes, y'all. Getting that done, and that's gonna be it. And I'm also gonna put on a cute little lip. Haven't decided which one I want to do yet, but I think I'm gonna do like that But yeah, only thing is, moral of the story, it's 2023 and everybody needs to do what makes them happy, bro. And you need to be your best you this year, because we're not going to keep going every year saying this is the year and we still doing things from last year. So get that tight and right, child, because this year we in our bags, we getting this money, we completing these goals, we getting that body right, and yeah, it's just gonna be a whole vibe this year. We not worried about the past and the people from the past, because we moving forward. And that's all I can say, because shoot, it's just we done enough of that same old before, like back in the day. Don't nobody want to keep going through that. At least I know I don't. And since I know I don't, I'm not, because that's a horse that just ain't gonna drink the water, baby. Because no ma'am, who finna keep doing it? Nobody. I swear to you, nobody's finna keep doing it. Now for a lip combo, I don't know which one I want to do yet. Well, okay, I got an idea. And I know it's gonna be fire. So watch this. So I'm just lining my lips with this brown pencil. I just picked this up from the hair store. And y'all, I'm gonna link all my products in the description. I just don't know how to put the links in there, because for some reason every time I put the links it deletes the description. So I'm still trying to figure that out. But I will put the products in the description for you guys. That way you know exactly what I used. And a lot of these products are going to be from the last tutorial too. But yeah, but y'all gonna see me do something different. Watch this. So that concealer, this just a little hack for you guys. You're gonna pop that on the lip. Now I know it look a little stupid right now, so bear with me. It's a method to my madness. Now, taking my eyeshadow, and I know y'all gonna be like, what girl, eyeshadow? Yes ma'am. Taking that eyeshadow, you gonna pop that on the lip. And this is one of those things where if you do this, you can't be scared to play in your makeup, like literally. Go back in with that dark eyeshadow and smoke it out. Smoke it out. Alright, that's it. Now to top it off with the gloss, and then you're gonna be done, because okay, so this is one of my joint. Okay, I like it. And that's what we looking like. Yeah, let's just get in our bag and get in our self-care bag this year. Ooh, okay, y'all. I think it's giving way more with the lash. I ain't even gonna lie. I was tripping talking about no lash. Girl, nah. And now we about to add some little freckles. And then we're gonna be done, because you know I gotta put my freckles back, child. spray to set those freckles, and we're done. Looking like a bad bitch. Period. So, yeah, babe. Just embrace you. That's all you gotta do. Love on you, and those who love you gonna follow. Period. Like, stop chasing after these folks. Stop doing all that. Stop doing all them toxic habits from 2022. They ain't serving. But what is serving is this face though. Y'all see it. But yeah, y'all got this, bro. 2023 is up and it's stuck. And if you haven't already, as I've told y'all at the beginning, please hit that subscribe button, click that bell so you notified every time I post, and join the fam and comment. Cause like I said, I want to know how y'all doing. Like, tell me all the questions that y'all asked me. Tell me what y'all been feeling, how y'all been mentally and emotionally. What was y'all regret? What's your biggest lesson from 2022? And if you want to drop why you single, or why you in a relationship, or how your relationship going, hell, tell me that too. Cause I want to know. I want to connect with y'all, bro. Don't be scared. Like I said, y'all some little low-key anti-people. Nah, I'm just playing though. But yeah, that was today's video. And I'm about to go ahead and get this edited and up for y'all. So be on the lookout. Cause your girl, like I said, I'm recording this January 29th today. Hopefully it's up tomorrow. But alright, that's the video. Bye.